Alright, so the growing number of strikes led people to believe that the United States was in danger of communism due to an increased number of radicals.
Cool.
Therefore, propaganda is vastly more important in democratic societies.
In recognizing a communist, physical appearance counts for nothing. If he openly declares himself to be a communist, we take his word for it. If a person consistently reads and advocates the views expressed in a communist publication, he may be a communist. If a person supports organizations which reflect communist teachings, or organizations labeled communist by the Department of Justice, she may be a communist. If a person defends the activities of communist nations while consistently attacking the domestic and foreign policy of the United States, she may be a communist. If a person does all these things over a period of time, he must be a communist.
The Boston police force had been on strike since September 9th of 1990 because of the wartime inflation, and the wages that they were receiving was less than minimal to support their families.
Awesome.
Now with the Boston police force on strike, looters and criminals had a field day, which only increased public hysteria and perpetuated the already dangerous Red Scare.
Mm-hmm.
Almost the entire police force was fired and then replaced, but it still goes to show that the issues of the time foreshadowed the years that still laid ahead.
The Red Scare at its height, the second of the Palmer raids began on January 2nd, which led to the arrest and deportation of about 4,000 suspected communists.
Wait, deportation?
Deportation.
Whoa.
To keep a straight face.
The fear of communism caused
Partners.
restrictions in immigration.
Yo, this is like a comedy one. It's like a what is this for history class?
Yeah.
Grizz, man.
Word, yo. Grizz?
Yeah, you want to be in it?
Grizz is my teacher too.
Communism caused large restrictions in immigration, restricting Southern and Eastern Europeans from immigrating, and Asian immigrants. '20 1920 was the start of the jazz age, and jazz music and dance were becoming popular.
Yo.
Dixieland jazz was becoming more popular. It was spread to New York City and Chicago by jazz bands from New Orleans during the 1910s.
Whoa.
And by 1920, it had a significant following.
Dope.
Give anything to be up there jamming with the big boys.
Why don't you?
Oh, I tried once. It didn't end well.
Prohibition ultimately was the gateway to organized crime. You hear that? See that? See.
Prohibition isn't that cool. I mean, like, give people what they want. Like, you can't just take away people's alcohol, because they'll get sad and people will be like, yo, give me back my alcohol.
Women's rights were coming into a halt with the passage of the 19th Amendment. Industry was improved. Widespread. 1920 marked an attempt to return to isolationism and conservatism. And the amendment came into play with the prohibition of alcohol. See what happened to that, guys. What do you think? You think 18-year-olds should be able to drink? I mean, I know we're like 10.
Nothing to do with that.
What?
Prohibition.
I know, but it's in.
It's like, wait. Oh, never mind.
1920 was also the first national broadcast from the KDKA in Pittsburgh. Yeah, go Steelers!
Why?
This is KDKA of the Westinghouse Electric and Manufacturing Company in East Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We shall now broadcast the election returns. We are receiving these returns through the cooperation and by special arrangements with the Pittsburgh Post and Sun.
Did you leave off at Dixieland Jazz? Yeah. Just say that part. Dixieland Jazz Age? You guys already said that?
No, we already said everything. We just
needed cocks.
Yeah.
It was the trial of hardening cocks. Wait, you said cocks? Yeah, it was the trial of hardening and cocks.
Hardened cocks.
Did I say that?
Yeah, hard. Yo, you should film me doing a handstand. Just,
Yo, like random.
1920.
Just be like, yo.
1920, the election of
Stop that! Stop!
The election of Hardening and Cox, officially ending the Progressive Era.
Indeed.
The election of 1920 was the first election where a woman voted, as the 19th Amendment was enacted on August 26, giving women suffrage.
Women.
Jay, what do you think about 1920? Righteous.